Hello, wrestling fans. Your boy, the Blue Wine, here tonight to give you a review on NXT and TNA. First, we start off with NXT. As you know, today is the day they had that NXT takeover called Respect. So, we kicking it off. We had our first match in the semifinals in the Dusty Rhodes Memorial between Finn Balor and Samoa Joe as they took on Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. It was Joe and Balor advanced to the finals after Joe hits Wilder with the Muscle Buster, followed by Finn Balor hitting him with the coup de grace to pick up the win. So then we have our next semifinal match between Jordan Gable versus Rhino and Baron Corbin. In this match, Corbin hits Gable at the end of days, advanced to the finals. So then we have the Total Diva Dana Brooks, along with Emma in her corner, to take on the newest signee of the Divas division, Asuka. Asuka wins her debut by putting Dana Brooks in the cough-faced chicken wing, picking up the submission victory. Nia Jax, for those you don't know, the cousin of the great Samoan dynasty, makes her NXT debut next week. Can't wait to see her. See what Nia Jax got in store. So then we have Tyler Breeze versus Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews picks up the victory. So then we go to the Dusty Rhodes Memorial Finals between Samoa Joe and Finn Balor versus Rhino and Baron Corbin. And it was Joe hitting Rhino with the Muscle Buster, followed by the coup de grace by Finn Balor, winning the match. Therefore, winning the inaugural Dusty Rhodes Memorial. After the match, Dustin and Cody comes to the ring to give a speech about their dad and to congratulate Balor and Joe and present them with the Dusty Rhodes Memorial Trophy. So congratulations to Samoa Joe and Finn Balor on their win in this tournament. So then we have the main event. For the first time in pro wrestling history, the women's was the main event. And it was the first time the women's was in an 30-minute Iron Man match. And it was for the NXT title. It was Sasha Banks, the boss, versus Bayley. This match, I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, this match was everything that they built it up to be. It was just that damn good, you know. So Banks picks up the first fall as she did some, some little tactics. You know, she rakes Bayley in the eyes, picking up the pinfall. So then this Bayley comes back and then Bayley ties it with a Bayley to belly to pick up the second fall. Then Banks wins her second fall, making it 2-1 as she gets Bayley counted out by throwing Bayley into the Titantron. So then Bayley then ties it up at two wins apiece. Now after that, it goes back and forth. One time they hit each other. Sasha Banks had her Banks stamp a couple of times. Bayley tried to hit her with a belly off the top rope. Sasha Banks, reverse it, puts in the Banks statement. We thinking Sasha Banks about to pull it off. So with 2 seconds left, Bayley has Sasha Banks in her submission hold, put her fingers all the way back, and with 2 seconds left, Sasha Banks taps out, therefore winning and retaining the NXT champion, Bayley. I got to say, man, much respect to these two women. They put on a hell of a match, I have no complaints about this here, man, These two women, they deserve to main event. And I expect to see these two. I expect to see Bayley in the main roster in the near future, and I expect to see more good women wrestling matches like that. I gotta admit, I also been impressed with Oxer. She is not without a doubt devastating. I mean, she is all that they hyped her up to be. So that was how NXT ended. Like I said, congratulations Bayley for retaining her NXT title. Congratulations Sasha Banks for making the women's division what it is today. And I also like to thank both women for putting on a hell of a match. You are, without a doubt, putting women's wrestling back on the map. So how would TNA top that? TNA had that first time in wrestling history ever too. Finna get into that right now. As you know, this past Sunday night, Matt Hardy and Drew Galloway was wrestling EC3 in a title match. Now, this is what I don't understand. It's a triple threat match with Jeff Hardy as special referee. Okay, so in a triple threat match, everybody knows anything goes. Because the first one score pinfall wins the match. So, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Hardy defeated and won the match by Jeff Hardy striking EC3. But Matt Hardy did pin Drew Galloway, by the way. So, Matt Hardy technically supposed to be the TNA World Champion. So, after that, EC3 the next day goes out and gets lawyers and threatens the company, saying blase this and all this kind of crap. So, Matt Hardy decides to relinquish the title because he just to avoid lawsuits or whatever, which I think is a bunch of bullshit if you ask me. So what TNA decided to do is come up with a world title series to crown a new world champion. Now in this series, this is where the first time ever comes in. We have 32 wrestlers competing, and they all gonna be in groups. We had three of the groups tonight. Some more groups will be next week, and there's four competitors in each group. Now, in one group this is the ones I got for now. The next week we have more groups and determine who else is going to be in the tournament. So we only had a total of 12 that participated. That's in the tournament as of right now. So this week we got we have group group UK featuring Drew Galloway's, Bram, and Rockstar Spud and Grado. Now, in these matches, you get 3 points for every pinfall. If it ends in a draw, you get 1 point. If you get counted out, you get 1 point, and so on. Or if you get disqualified or whatever the situation may be. So, in this particular group, we had Drew Galloway's taking on Brown. And Galloway's wins that, earning 3 points as he hits the running boot. And in the other match in that group, UK, we had Rockstar Spud versus Grado. And Rockstar Spud picks up the victory, earning him 3 points by hitting Grado with the stunner. And then also the top 2 points leaders in each group advances to the Sweet Six to the field of 16. Okay, so. Then we have, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, the knockouts are also in this world title series. The women a woman has a chance to become the TNA World Champion. Now, how's that gonna play out? So I look at it like, okay, since WWE said we're gonna make an Iron Man match between the two top divas in NXT and make them the main event, TNA says, "Oh, we're gonna top that. We're gonna let our women have a chance to fight for the world title." So that's pretty good idea. But I mean, I ain't got nothing against it, but I would be kind of like iffy about that because I mean, you think these women can actually compete with these guys? I mean, they might compete with some of these guys, but can you imagine a woman being a knockout champion and the world champion? That's kind of bad. I don't know. Well, I mean, I just say a woman can do everything a man can do, so. But anyway, so in this group is called Group Knockout. So in this group, we had our first match, which was Brooke taking on the TNA Knockout champion Gail Kim. Now, Brooke pulls up the upset win by pinning Gail Kim with a small package, earning her 3 points. In the second match of the group knockout, we have Madison Rain versus Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong hits Madison Rain with the implant buster, giving her 3 points. So that's group knockouts. In our third group tonight, they had a group called Champions. All 4 guys in this group were former champions. So in the first match, we had the man who started all this, EC3, taking on a guy who's supposed to be left the company, making his return back to TNA, Austin Aries. That's right. The greatest man to ever live is back in TNA, and he has a manager with him now, Thea Trinidad. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right. Austin Aries is back in TNA with Thea Trinidad. He takes on EC3 tonight, and this match ends in a draw, earning both of them 1 point apiece. So then we have the other match in the group champions, Bobby Lashley versus Mr. Anderson. And it was Lashley picking up the win as he spears Anderson, picking up 3 points. So, so that's how that plays out. So that's 12 guys. That next week we'll have 4 more people. As I said, it's going to be 32 people. And the top 2 from each bracket advances to the 16. So, they're going to, so the 2 losers of this bracket fight the losers and 2 winners fight the winners. And I don't know, and whoever has the most points at the end, the top 2 advances to the next round of 16. So, okay. And Matt Hardy is also going to be in this tournament, by the way. What group he's going to be in, we'll find out next week. So we'll find all that out next week. So that was just those 3 groups right there. So we still got 5 more groups because it's 32 teams, 32 wrestlers, which is to be a total of 8 groups. So that's how that played out. It was a pretty interesting show. But I think NXT outdid them this time around. Shouts out to NXT, good job. Love the women's matches, both of them. Love the show completely. Like I said, one more time, congratulations to Bayley on retaining her NXT title, and shout out to Sasha Banks for putting on a hell of a show, lasting the whole 28 minutes and 58 seconds before giving up the final pinfall. You have nothing to be ashamed about. We know you got it. You are one of the top diva wrestlers of all time in my eyes. You still young, so you still got a lot of growing to do, and I can see in the near future you being the best diva in wrestling history. I said it, and I say it again. Sasha Banks, from my point of view, before she retired, when she decides to retire and give up her wrestling career, will go down as being the best wrestling performer in women's wrestling history. Gail Kim is up there, but I think I see Sasha Banks being better than Gail Kim. Oxura, she's good, but she's been around a long time. Right as of right now, from the women's I've seen from the time I've been watching wrestling to today, right now, I'm going on record saying Sasha Banks will go down as the greatest women's wrestler in wrestling history. And I ain't even seen Nia Jax wrestle, so I don't know. But from what I've seen so far, my opinion might change, but that's just my opinion. Bayley, I gotta admit, man, she came a long way. I didn't like the way they had built her character from the beginning, but now she's got heart, man. She got heart. She's got it. She is good enough to be on this main roster right now. Cause some of them women on the main roster right now couldn't even lace Bayley's shoes. I'm just saying. So shout out to WWE, NXT, good show, respect. Love the idea of TNA trying to have a series so so the world, it might be about another month or so before we have a new TNA World Champion. I just don't like the way that shit played out because I ain't never in my life heard in a triple threat match you lose the title that now you want to try to threaten to sue the company. I mean, any triple threat match I've ever seen, I never liked the triple threat match rules myself because the champion doesn't have an advantage, and then I always disagree with the fact that if you don't beat the champion, how can you become the champion? So but I mean, it's been like that for years. So I can't. I mean, I just have to deal. I live with it. Have to deal with it. But now, having been said that, how all of a sudden one guy says, "Oh, well, you cheated me. You put a referee in the other brother of the man, and he sucker punched me." So that, but any other body can interfere in these other matches, and champion still can lose his title. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, EC3. Stop crying. You could have got the rematch and beat Matt Hardy. Why you wanna cry about some shit like that? You know how the wrestling rule game goes, man. Stop the bitching. Get your ass out there and fight. Boo hoo! You're still undefeated. You never been pinned before. One more because you lose a title because you didn't get pinned. How many other guys has lost their title and tripped their match didn't get pinned? I can name a few of them some bitches, and them guys that lost them they never got pinned are better than you. What about the motherfuckers who had to rinse his title because they got hurt? You don't see them crying and moaning, groaning, and bitching about it. All they do is just come back another day and relive to fight another day. Instead of going talking about we're gonna do some legal shit. And how the hell you gonna do some legal shit when in the rule book it states anything goes in a triple threat match? But they do whatever you can do to get ratings, I guess. But I'm still kind of iffy about these knockouts. The only knockout I can see actually competing against the man is Awesome Kong because she built like a man. No disrespect to Kong because I'm scared of my damn self. I wouldn't want to fight that motherfucker. I'm sorry, Awesome Kong. I wouldn't fight your hand straight up. I would do some cheating if I had to wrestle you. I'm just saying. Can you imagine seeing Awesome Kong facing Rockstar Spud? Or Awesome Kong facing Grado? But what if it turned out to be Awesome Kong and Lashley? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So that concludes this episode review on TNA and NXT. I will be back again next week, same time, with another TNA NXT review. And I would like to say I am the Blue Lion. And I like to say peace, God bless, and I'm out. Once again, congratulations to Bayley on retaining her NXT championship in an Iron Man match.